Hello everybody, welcome to the new episode and the final group of the Club FIFA World Cup. So this is now Group H and we have some interesting teams here.
Yeah, we have Hilal, Red Bull Salzburg, Pachuca and Real Madrid. So yeah, let's keep up with our role. So let's start with the biggest club here, which is Real Madrid.
Yeah, and they are definitely, let's say, favorites in this group, and they would also like to win it all. I mean, they always want to win it all, and this season they didn't win anything, so...
That's their last chance to win at least this, to prove that they are still the best club in the world, as they are saying many times.
Yeah, and they did strengthen the squad by putting in, two defenders. One of them from Liverpool. They got Trent Alexander-Arnold. That was kind of expected. As soon as, as a Liverpool fan, I am pissed of the way he left, not that he left. He knew ages ago that he was leaving, probably, and he kept blindsiding the club and gaslighting. And then the guy shows up, gives his first interview in perfect Spanish. Who are you kidding that you didn't know that you were leaving until a few months ago, maybe, or a month ago or 2 months ago?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. So I had to let that elephant
say it.
Yeah, exactly. And their second transfer for this summer was Dean Huijsen, and oh man, he is probably the best young center back in the world.
Really?
I loved him in Roma, and then he moved to Premier League with Bournemouth, and he was epic. And yeah, I mean, he was connected with Liverpool a bit, and I wish that he will come with Kerkez, but yeah, Real paid more.
When Real Madrid calls you, you can't just deny.
So yeah, especially that he is Spanish, so it was harder to lure him. But I mean, yeah, definitely. So literally, as we're recording this, in half an hour we'll get to see them actually play
against Al Hilal, which is their first rival, but we will get to Al Hilal later. So we are staying with the elephants. let's
this group is full of elephants.
Yeah, and the biggest one is the thing actually against the ownership, because now we need to talk about Red Bull Salzburg. The lowest tier European club that got into this FIFA World Cup just because of the rankings. They were the 9th and the last one that were being able to come to United States. But yeah, as everyone have heard, the Red Bull isn't only about the drinks.
It's about giving you wings.
It's about giving you wings, and some of the wings can take you straight to the FIFA World Cup of the clubs.
Yeah.
And yeah, almost we have saw the second Red Bull club might be coming to the FIFA Club World Cup, which is Red Bull New York. But if they will even get the rights to play there, they will
couldn't. They would be ineligible.
Exactly, because of the same owner. The rule here is only one club per owner.
Yeah, and that caused havoc in Group D actually. And we will talk about this again in this episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, in general now FIFA is breaking down on this. I heard that now Crystal Palace has a problem because they're also have owners that own Lyon and Botafogo, and the other owner owns a Danish club. Now even an Irish club might get kicked out of Conference League. I mean, where is the limit actually? And at the same side, you let City get away with it because they played and Girona played. Like, they moved the technicalities perfectly for it to be eligible. Then why take a piss on the smaller clubs, really?
It's always the smaller clubs. Like the meme with minus 20 points for Everton didn't come out of the thin air.
Exactly. Like, and I'll be honest, I have like 0% something against this like multi-club ownership. That's something that's like been proven in a lot of other sports.
Yeah.
But I'm also all about making it an even playing field. Like, why are you taking away the opportunity from this like Club Leon, like they took from this like World Cup, and also like from Crystal Palace, who never been in a European competition. They won the FA Cup, and now you want to punish them.
Yeah, exactly. And like you know how this works. Like the owner, some let's say rich company, buys 5, 6, 7 clubs, and even though in the smallest one club has some young talent that is like promising, they are taking him for free actually to the better club.
That's what's happening like a lot with the like City teams and Red Bull teams also.
And also Newcastle.
I mean, Newcastle is doing the opposite of what these clubs are doing.
For now.
They're financing the opposition because they're literally buying off players to go to Saudi League from Liverpool, from City, from all of the Chelsea, from all of these clubs. And I don't know, and they haven't bought a single one from Newcastle actually.
But that gave them first trophy in many years.
Yeah, I mean, they deserved it. What can I say? They beat us in the final fair and square, and we were in an awful patch of form. So yeah, like kudos to Newcastle for that. Like, what can I say?
Of course, yeah. And yet, still, RB Salzburg is one of the biggest argument against FIFA Club World Cup in this format. Maybe I have this amount of hope they will listen to the fans, because yeah, we don't have Liverpool, we don't have FC Barcelona playing, but we have RB Salzburg, who in the Champions League got only 3 points and was like third from the bottom.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they didn't even win the title in Austria. Like, they managed to lose it after ages, literally. And I mean, what can I say? They got lucky, and I mean, they took advantage of like some decent showings in Europe, and also they took advantage of the rule that only like 2 teams per country are eligible to go to this. So as City won Champions League and Chelsea won Champions League, that made Liverpool, Arsenal, like Newcastle, or the other English clubs ineligible to actually go to this competition.
Yeah, so probably like the qualifications rules might change.
Yeah, because
next editions.
We saw it on example of some other like parts of the world. Like, you have 2021 as a cutoff year. Man, a lot of stuff changed in 2021. Like, it doesn't mean that the club is now gonna be good, and that's like
that's the main point here also.
I mean, they should focus on a, let's say, smaller amount of time, I guess, or make it a bit smarter. But I mean, I'm not gonna be harsh on this, because this is like take one. Like, this is like a pilot episode, and whatever goes, it goes. Like, I'm not gonna bitch about it.
Yeah, we'll see. And how do you think? How do you see them in this group?
To be honest, I see them bottom of the group, because like Pachuca is a serious team, Al Hilal is a serious team, and Real Madrid surely is a serious team. So
same story as in last Champions League.
Yeah. And yeah, after covering Red Bull Salzburg, now let's go to Mexico, and we're gonna talk about Pachuca.
Yeah, same club name as the owner, Pachuca. This is also like a very big company that owns lots of things in Mexico, but let's stay with the football right now. We have actually addressed the elephant, so let's for now just focus about the club, Pachuca. They are in FIFA Club World Cup because they have won last year CONCACAF Champions League against Columbus Crew that have just returned for on the golden age. Let's say they haven't been a champions of MLS League since forever.
90s, I think.
90s, I think, yeah. And yeah, back then they not only became champions of MLS, they had a chance to become another MLS club to win the Champions League, but they didn't. They lost 3-0, and one of the guys, Salomon Rondon, was the main driver of this golden match. He scored 2 goals in that final.
And he's still the best player probably for Pachuca, even though he's like almost 40. But I mean, the older people, and by older, well, will remember him from like Zenit St. Petersburg and also from West Bromwich, like in the Prem. And he was actually very good. And well, probably he's the best like Venezuelan player of like recent times. And I mean, he's still going strong. What is like problem with Pachuca is that he's like I think 38, and lots of their players are around that age, to be honest.
Even one of their new players that they have recently bought is 30 years old.
Yeah, I mean that's how it goes. But let's not underestimate like the Latino influence, because well, we just saw yesterday Sergio Ramos leap like a salmon, like. So I mean,
he did what he does best. Still,
yeah, I mean,
it's a muscle memory. Like
class is still there, like regardless of the age. It's just like how much your body will let you show the class is what's in question here.
Yeah, and sometimes you can just work on the pitch, just like Zlatan Ibrahimovic did, just sitting there and waiting, and when the ball is there, just do your best.
Show what you know.
Yeah. So for Pachuca, I think they will take the second place.
I see them in third. I'm still gonna back Al Hilal.
The Habibis.
Habibi come to Beşiktaş.
So yeah, like we said, now it's time for the last club of our series and of this group, which is Al Hilal.
Yeah, I mean, like all of the top 4 clubs in Saudi Arabia, they're owned by the state, literally by Bin Salman family, and they weren't shy of spending that money like in recent years. But their most expensive player is now gone. Like,
Neymar.
Yeah, that investment, well, from football perspective, didn't end up well because, well, he barely played. Like he spent almost all the time
15 minutes
injured, and I guess, but in the minds of the Saudi like ownership, I think it still kind of paid out because it gave the league attention, like it gave them like PR, and this is what it's all about actually. Like they coined the phrase like sport washing.
Still,
but yeah, I mean, they also can stand in the line in previous group and in this group as one of the teams who didn't manage to win the title. They finished second, and
8 points behind.
Yeah, now Al Ittihad was better this season, and I mean, they renovated their team well. Like they got Diaby and they got few like very good players. Well, after Neymar left, Al Hilal didn't do much on the transfer market, and I guess they will do after this World Cup ends, because they also changed the coach. Now their coach is Inzaghi, who literally like 2 weeks ago lost Champions League final, and now he has got a new contract, a new job, and a new opportunity to prove himself.
And better weather.
I mean, come on, Italy, even if it's north of Italy, is still better than like the scorching heat of like Saudi. It's I don't know. I like warm weather, but sometimes like too much is too much.
Everything in too much is too much.
It's not gonna be good. But yeah, in general, Al Hilal kept their team pretty much the same, and they have like some standout players, I guess, like, and they have them in all departments of the team. So they have like a Bono, who's like great keeper. They signed him after the World Cup, where he was probably like, along with Martinez, like one of the top two goalkeepers in the world. He's still there. They signed Koulibaly from Chelsea. They have a Serbian partnership of Milinkovic Savic and Mitrovic in attack. They have Brazilian Malcolm, who also played very good in Russia ages ago, and he's been there for the longest actually. And oh yeah, Navas also, like, who's still actually like playing even for Portuguese national team, and he is like also very good midfielder. So they have like very good team and very balanced team. Even their Saudi players are standouts, like Aldo Sari and like Tombakti, who's probably like their only decent center back they have in the
I bet, yeah.
Yeah, so
I still also remember them from World Cup.
yeah, because they're like Saudi national players.
Exactly, yeah, and they proved that they are actually getting better. It's not like in the World Cup in Russia that they get just smacked by hosts.
Yeah, so you can see that this is like this investment is kinda working, and they're doing it like in the similar way as we spoke in the like the China episode. But they're doing it like a bit smarter, because they're still getting some veterans, but they're also getting some like players who are in their 20s, who are like in their prime, who are not like superstars but are very good players, like Milinkovic Savic. They bought him from Lazio, and he had interest in a lot of European teams also. Like Mitrovic was also like a highly regarded striker in Premier League once he finally broke out under Fabio Silva. Marco Silva, sorry.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, Neves is like one of the best midfielders also, like in his position. They're not like the cream of the crop, but they're like just like one level below, like the top tier.
Just enough, yeah.
So they're like really good players, and yeah, I guess it works. So yeah, this was the final episode of the group stages of the FIFA Club World Cup, and we're gonna continue following this competition when something interesting is happening, or maybe after the group stages finish, we can summarize how well our predictions went.
And just like always, leave a like, share and subscribe. We are still on our way to 100 subscribers, so stay tuned for more, and see you next time.
Take care.